Have you ever heard the term monkey branching? It's when someone seems to seamlessly swing from one relationship to the next. Almost like a monkey swinging from branch to branch without ever touching the ground. It can be incredibly confusing and painful if you're on the receiving end. You might feel like the breakup came out of nowhere only to see your ex with someone new almost immediately. Today, we're going to dive deep into this phenomenon. What is it? Why does it happen? And most importantly, how can you spot the signs and protect your own heart? First, let's get a clear definition. Monkey branching is essentially having a new relationship lined up before the current one has officially ended. The person doing it is securing their next branch before letting go of the one they were on. This isn't about cheating in the traditional sense, although it can definitely overlap. It's more about emotional preparation and risk management. They're testing the waters with a potential new partner, building a connection, and making sure that new branch is sturdy enough to hold them before they make the final leap. So why do people do this? It's not always malicious, though it can certainly feel that way. A primary driver is often a deep-seated fear of being alone. The idea of a gap between relationships, a period of solitude, can be terrifying for some. They might equate being single with being unwanted or unlovable. So instead of facing that fear, they ensure there's always someone there. It's a safety net, a way to avoid the emotional freefall that can come after a breakup. This fear often stems from past experiences, low self-esteem, or a lack of personal identity outside of a relationship. Another major reason is a lack of fulfillment in the current relationship. If someone feels their needs aren't being met, whether it's emotionally, intellectually, or in terms of shared goals, they might start looking elsewhere. Instead of communicating these issues and trying to fix the relationship, they put their energy into finding a replacement. It's a way of outsourcing the solution. They think, this person isn't giving me what I need, so I'll find someone who will. This avoids difficult conversations and the hard work of relationship maintenance. It's often seen as the path of least resistance. Let's also talk about the grass is greener syndrome. In the age of social media, it's easier than ever to compare your life and your partner to an endless stream of seemingly perfect alternatives. Someone might see a friend's partner or an online acquaintance and think, wow, they seem so much more exciting, supportive, attractive. This can plant a seed of doubt and dissatisfaction. They start to wonder if they could do better. Monkey branching becomes a way to explore that possibility without taking the immediate risk of leaving a stable, albeit unexciting, situation. They get to audition a new partner while keeping their current one as a backup plan. Now, how can you spot the signs that you might be the branch someone is about to let go of? One of the biggest red flags is a sudden increase in emotional distance. Do they seem less interested in your day? Are they on their phone more than usual, smiling at messages but being vague about who they're talking to? This secrecy is a key indicator. They might suddenly have new friends they've never mentioned before, or they're going out more often without you, with explanations that feel a bit thin. Another sign is a change in their communication about the future. People who are planning their exit stop talking about we and start talking more about I, plans for holidays. Future trips or long-term goals might get met with non-committal answers or outright avoidance. They're mentally checking out so they can't commit to a future that they don't see you in. They might also start picking fights over small things. This can be a subconscious way to create distance and justify their decision to leave. By making you the bad guy, it makes it easier for them to let go without feeling as guilty. Pay attention to their social media activity as well. Are they suddenly following and interacting with a new person a lot? Are they liking all their posts or engaging in private joke-style comments? While this isn't definitive proof, combined with other signs, it can be part of a larger pattern. They're building a digital bridge to their next person. They might also start untagging themselves from photos of you or archiving pictures of you two together. It's a subtle way of erasing your presence from their public-facing life, preparing the ground for their new relationship to be introduced. So what do you do if you suspect this is happening? The most important thing is to communicate. Don't accuse, but do express how you're feeling. You could say something like, I've been feeling a bit distant from you lately, and I've noticed we're not connecting as much. Is everything okay with us? Their reaction will tell you a lot. If they're defensive, dismissive, or refuse to engage, it's a strong sign that they're not invested in fixing the relationship. If they are open and willing to talk, there might be a chance to work through the issues. But here's the hard truth. You can't force someone to be invested. If someone is already mentally and emotionally swinging to another branch, trying to hold on tighter can often just speed up their departure. At this point, you have to prioritize your own well-being and self-respect. It's incredibly painful to realize you might be a placeholder, but recognizing it is the first step toward moving on. You deserve a partner who is fully committed and chooses you every day, not someone who sees you as a safety net until something better comes along. It's also crucial to build your own life outside of the relationship. Have your own hobbies, your own friends, your own goals. When your sense of self-worth isn't entirely tied to your partner, you're better equipped to handle relationship challenges, and you're less likely to tolerate being treated as an option. A strong sense of self is your best defense against being left on a breaking branch. It reminds you that you will be okay with or without them. If you find yourself on the other side of this, if you've been monkey branched, allow yourself to feel the anger and the pain. It's a form of betrayal. But don't let it define your view of future relationships. Understand that their actions are a reflection of their own fears and insecurities, not a measure of your worth. Take the time you need to heal. Don't rush into another relationship to soothe the pain. Break the cycle. Learn to be comfortable and happy on your own. When you do that, you will attract people who are also whole and who aren't just looking for the next best thing. In the end, healthy relationships are built on trust, open communication, and a mutual commitment to weather the storms together. They aren't about keeping one foot out the door. If you recognize these patterns either in your partner or even in yourself, it's a sign that something fundamental needs to be addressed. True connection isn't about finding the sturdiest branch. It's about planting roots together and growing strong. Thanks for watching today. I hope this gives you some clarity on a really tough topic. If you've been through this, share your experience in the comments. Your story could help someone else feel less alone. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content on navigating the complexities of modern relationships. See you in the next one.